Hi everyone, I'm going to do a video for you showing you the 3 stages which you have to do here in Australia to get a full unrestricted license. This unrestricted license means no alcohol while you're on these three stages. No alcohol, no drugs, and no high performance vehicles. That means V8s and that type of thing. I'll start it now so you can see. This is the old plate. This old plate you just don't get and what's on. There's a driver's knowledge computer test you have to do. When you can go there, get that information off them, go home with it and practice that at home until you feel satisfied that you have up to that you then go back to here in New South Wales, we're called Services New South Wales, go back to there and tell them that you want to do the test. That they will put you onto a computer and you have to do the test there. There is someone else there and there is 85 questions you have to answer. And if you get a couple of them wrong, you're right. But if you get more than a couple, they will fail you. But as well, they check it as well and make sure. When I got mine, I'm an older person, but I didn't get my license until older. I done the test. When I passed, they gave me this. And when my son passed, he got that too. So now that is the old plate. With that, there's 120 hours driving with this. They will allow people who are 17 years old to start to drive. I think 17 is a bit young. And there is 2 different age gaps on this. People under 25 have to do 12 months. People over 25, they can wash them out of 6 months or go on for the rest of 12 months. My son got his in 6 months. He went through a driving school. After you've done that driving, you go on to then you have to go out and do a hazard perception test. They take you out. When you go back to Services in New South Wales after you've done all your driving, they take you go there and book in to see how you go. They have got a person there that is trained what to look for and everything in when you're driving. That test takes a good half an hour. They test you for reverse parking, parallel parking, how you're going to handle the traffic and all that type of stuff to do with driving, blinkers, going through roundabouts, everything. They put you through the thing what you have learned, the whole lot. And then if you pass that, you get this P-plate. That is a 90k speed limit on that P-plate. You're on that for 12 months. And what I'm going to show you, everything there is fees on. And then when you're right and you think you're right, you go up to the next P-plate. That's a provisional 1 license. That's a provisional 2 license. And this one here, you have to be on this for 2 years. You have to be on this for 2 years. And when you feel that you're right, you go through a computer test to do the driver's qualification test unrestricted. This unrestricted means all this driving on these 3 here, you are restricted down to the vehicle you drive. You can't drive any high performance vehicles. That means V8s. Back in the 70s, late 70s, 80s, back in the 70s, here where I live, in my hometown, in my home city, there was a horrific accident. It killed 8 people. When my son was getting up to that age, I used that accident to teach him about high performance. We don't drive a high performance vehicle. We don't want to drive a high performance vehicle. And then once you pass that, you get a gold license. And that gold license is an unrestricted license. But now what they've done, anyone who has got any suspensions or any faults through this license, through this stage here, you do not get that unrestricted license. You have to go to a black license and stay on that for a time. Because with this there's restrictions, like for driving, speeding, drugs, alcohol, and doing all that type of thing, and any suspensions that you get suspended over certain things and stuff. They are stepping down on that to stop it. And as well, there have been some horrific accidents on this red P plate here in New South Wales, in Australia. I say in other states. Here there was 2 within 2 weeks. A young boy had an overloaded ute. And that's a ute. That's a 4-door ute. He had that, and they clocked him at doing over 150 k's on that red P plate. And he killed 8 of his mates, and he survived. And now he's in a hell of a lot of trouble with this. So that's why they are restricting right down. Even I can't have certain amount of age people and certain amount in the car now because of those horrific accidents I've had lately. So just thought I'll let you see all this, what we are doing here. I reckon it's a fantastic idea to get the young ones to realise, but some of the young ones do not want to do it. Like how I said, my son, he learned from this, and because I learned as well and stuff, we went from that to our unrestricted license, and it's just awesome. So I just thought I'd do this so you can understand. No drugs, no alcohol, nothing involved with this. And yes, with this, how we know what a license is what. They are all white. The L plate has a green strip, and it has, what C means is car. And then it has an L for learner. This one here, this one and the green one, on the license has a red strip, and it has a car P1 because you're a provisional 1 driver. Then this one here has car C P2. Then you're a provisional 2 driver on that green plate. And then after you get your gold or get whatever, that's when all these restrictions are lifted. Completely off everything. Just thought I'd let you see this because I was watching a video the other night of this bloke over in America, watching a young bloke going through this test, doing this test to get from his learners to his P plates. And he stopped it, and he had said that he'd done some stuff, and they only took him out on the road for a 5-minute drive. I don't think that is enough to learn about stuff. I just thought that I wanted to do this so you could see what we have here in Australia. Every state through Australia has all this type of driving. You have to do all this, and so you can get your license safely in the end. Okay, thought I'd do this and let you see this. Okay, catch ya. Bye.